Enhance your experience by becoming a supporting member. Gain access to unseen videos and video requests. 3-day free trial by visiting zionmembership.com. Chosen ones. Empaths. This narcissist involved in your life could have pushed you away. Right? You're in hurt. You're in pain. You resent them. Maybe they didn't meet you face to face and break things off with you. They didn't give you the decency that you deserve. They didn't, talk things through with you, give you a bit of closure. And the thing is, you could be angry right now, hurt, upset, distraught. But the thing is, if you're in that place of hurt, upset, frustrated with them, perhaps even missing them, missing what you had, they know in their heart, mind and soul that they've got you where they want you. And you've got to understand what I mean by that. If you're staying in that place, right, and it can affect victims of narcissistic abuse from the narcissist involved in their life for long periods of time. Others, it can be shorter, but it can affect you for a long period of time. You might stay in that place for a prolonged period of time. But what you need to understand is you need to detach, right? The moment the narcissist realize they may have lost you for good is when things change. And what I mean by when they realize they've lost you for good is when you don't stay in that position of hurt. You don't stay in that position of pain. It's easier said than done, but you don't. You struggle through the trenches. You emerge out the other side brighter, shining brighter, feeling better in yourself. It's all going to come. You don't have to give it much thought because it's naturally going to occur. But what this video may help you with is what lays ahead for you on the road. You're going to get through this. You are, right? And what you've got to understand is although it's gone very, 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 very quiet from the narcissist involved in your life, they may have ignored you, ghosted you, or whatever they've done. It's gone very, very quiet from their end and you feel like it's completely done and over and everything like that. These dusty little weirdos are watching you. They watch you. They want to see you suffer. They pick up on non-verbal communication. They pick up on the way you post things on your social media. They find out from associates of yours or friends if you're in a good place. They are weirdos. They do this. They watch you from a distance. You might have, for example, actively posted on your social media. Actively posted. And this can go one or two ways, so I'll address both. So the narcissist involved in your life could be watching your social media after what they've done to you, after they've caused you hurt, pain, betrayed you, broke your trust, everything like that. They could be watching your social media and see you not posting, right? But you've got to understand you're in charge here, right? They might see you not posting and immediately they might think, oh, I've got them where I want them. They're in a position of hurt and pain, they're not posting, right? But also, when you're not posting on social media, they might start to doubt themselves and start to think that you're focusing on yourself. You're not trying to send indirect messages to them. Remember, everything's about supply to them. So if you start putting up quotes or something on your social media, when you're in a position of hurt and pain and you're indirectly speaking to them because you have some rough idea they may be watching, or you're hoping that they may be watching, but they are watching. This is feeding their supply. This is knowing that they've got you in a place where you're still stuck and hurt, So the moment that you stop posting, it can go one or two ways, like I've just shared with you, right? But what I'm saying is they are watching you for these non-verbal communications, Some of you are still actively involved in the narcissist lives that are part of your life, right? Some of you are still actively involved with them. It could be a family member. It could be an older romantic partner when you have children together. And they're scanning you, when they see you, they're scanning you thinking, Is this person over me yet? Are they over me yet? You know, they run analysis, right? So what you've got to work towards is making them realize that they've lost you for good. And you don't really need to lift a finger. Everything's going to occur in the heart, mind, and soul. You know? You need to strive for making them realize they've lost you for good. So you start improving yourself in a myriad of ways. You know? You start improving your life. You realize fundamentally that this relationship with you and the narcissist involved in your life is over for the best of you. For you, it's for your benefit. If you can truly embrace that this has happened for your benefit, can you embrace that, chosen one empath? Can you really embrace that? Every waking moment that you spend from now on, you embrace that this has occurred for your benefit. Whether you believe it was divinely orchestrated by God, whether you believe the universe sent energy and caused a separation between yourselves, whether you believe this is karma leading you to a path of something better, whatever it is that you believe it is, if you just believe in the positive force out there that has divinely made this occur, this separation, for the benefit of you and for the loss of them. If you can embrace that truthfully in your heart, mind, and soul, in every waking moment that you know, right, that this has happened for your benefit. And the thing is, right, you need to think like this even before your blessings arrive. Even before your blessings arrive. So like you hear me talk about you writing a book, you starting a business, you getting a promotion in your career, you doing this, you meeting someone new who's better, who may be a fellow empath. I want you to realize this has happened for your benefit even before those situations occur. I just want you to know in your heart of hearts that they've lost out losing you, right? And roll with it day in and day out, through the pain, through the hurt. Just embrace the fact this has happened for your benefit. Sometimes God or the universe shapes you through discomfort, through hardship. It shapes you. It makes you ascend and evolve at rates that they're not prepared for. They're honestly not prepared for that. And all of this, when this starts to occur, when you start to adopt this mindset in your life, right, they'll realize they've lost you for good. Because no longer do you look at it as a misfortune. No longer do you look at it as a sad occurrence. You look at it as a benefit. So when they come, try to infiltrate back into your life, like your life's a revolving door, and they try and affiliate with you again, which they will at some point. I've heard of victims of narcissistic abuse happening in a few months. I've heard it happening after a number of years. And what you've got to realize, they've already done a little hoover at the beginning anyway. Some of these last exchanges or messages that you might have had, they were actually subtle hoovers, you know. Could have been something like, I've left something at your house, or you've left something at my house, or something like that. It could have been something like that, and you're thinking, oh, I don't care, like I don't want that thing back anyway. Like that was a hoover to try and lure you back in. And when you didn't, it doesn't just have to be items of clothing or belongings or anything like that, but like that was their hoover to lure you back. And then when you didn't give in to that, they got a narcissistic injury. But what I want you to understand fundamentally is this has happened for your benefit. And incorporating in your mind, heart, and soul in every waking moment. I want you to wake up in the morning. I want you to open your curtains. I want you to look out at the sunshine or the rain or the snow. I want you to look out whether you're in summer, winter, autumn, whatever season you are in, spring, and you look out of your window and you say to yourself, this separation has happened for the benefit of your soul, for the benefit of your mind, for the benefit of your heart, And it's also happened for the benefits of where your life is going. I need you to incorporate this in your daily thinking, right? This works. You will go through times, right? You will go through times. So you might start incorporating this lifestyle now into your life, right? And it could be you're perhaps living a more solitary life. You're not really engaging with friends anymore because friends don't really understand where you're at. They're telling you, hey, come out to the club, come out to the bars, meet someone new. And they don't really understand narcissistic abuse. Or your family members are telling you, hey, get back out there, meet someone new, you know, and they don't really understand narcissistic abuse, right? So you might be living a more solitary life, although you may have communication with them over the phone or you may see them every now and then, but you may be living a more solitary life, so to speak, right? So you might decide one day to go to a restaurant, you know? It's very powerful and liberating to go to a restaurant by yourself. It's a very, very powerful thing that you can do after especially a narcissistic romantic relationship where you were used to being joint at the hip and doing things day in and day out together. Go into a restaurant, right? It's going to be hard the first time you do it. You're going to go to that restaurant and you may be even sad slightly. You may even start thinking, your mind might start wandering. You might start thinking, oh, it would be nice if the narcissist was here with you. It would be nice. Even though everything they've done. But then I need you to reinforce, no. This separation is for the benefit of your well-being. It's for the benefit of your soul. It's for the benefit of your mind. And you incorporate it in your thinking. Right? And then you enjoy your meal. And the next time you go back for a meal, I know this works because I've spoken to victims of narcissistic abuse. They've done this. Next time you go back for a meal, you do it again. It's going to be easier that time when you go for a meal alone, right? Sometimes when you go out with a group of friends for a meal, right? Sometimes when you go out with a group of friends for a meal, you're going to feel so alone because even though you're around company, and they may be good friends, real trusting friends, loyal friends, good friends, you know. But still you're going to feel alone because you haven't healed enough yet. And that's why I'm saying it's a powerful, liberating experience to put on your jeans or your dress, put on a shirt or something, put on something nice, the best of your ability, dress up kind of nice, you know, do your hair or whatever you need to do. If you're a lady, whatever you need to do. And for the gents that have long hair too, whatever you need to do, you know, get yourself ready. Or just go out casually, however which way, whatever's beneficial for you, right? And go to a restaurant and eat one deep, you know? Eat one deep and enjoy the meal. And, you know, go back home, maybe flick the TV for a little while. And you'll start to love your own company. It may be a lonely night at first, but you'll start to realize that you enjoy this loneliness, right? And this is all going to occur by you instilling in you that this separation between you and them has happened for the benefit of you, right? That's what's going to occur. You see, on my journey, I've done this too. I've gone and eaten in restaurants. I've been alone in places. I've done these things, right? And it really works. But what the recipe is knowing fundamentally, the quicker you can realize this chosen one, the quicker you can realize this, I can't emphasize it enough. The quicker you can realize fundamentally, wholeheartedly, 100%. There's no 99%. There's no 88%. I need you to realize 100% that this separation has occurred for the benefit of you. Please see the positive. Please see the silver lining on the dark cloud. Right? These are old wives' tales. They mean stuff. There's a reason why you know that saying. There's a silver lining on dark clouds. You're going to get to that place. That place is just ahead of you. And I'm just telling you that through all the hardship, through all the pain, just remember what I'm saying in your mind, heart and soul to incorporate that this has happened for your benefit. And they are going to absolutely hate it. This is when they've lost you. This is what drives them wild. And I should have probably emphasized this even more in the video. I've kind of got distracted with not distracted, but I needed to kind of enforce that message, right? By you doing this, right? This is them losing you. You are sending out a message in the universe that makes them realize they've lost you, you know? When you go out for that meal, if you're one that takes photos of your meal or something like that, post that on your social media. They don't need to know you're alone. Post that on your social media. They're watching you. You know? They don't want you to do that. They want you to stay at home, upset, distraught. And this video may be misleading with the title, right? Because I've said the moment the narcissist realize they may have lost you for good. I'm trying to explain how you get to the place where the narcissist realizes they lost you for good. Because you're going to transcend. You're going to become your best version. All of this I'm talking about is occurring before your blessing comes your way. Let me pause the video right now because I need to go into more detail. I'm going to pause the video for 1 second. I'll be back. Sorry about that, everyone. I just needed to get a drink. But look, I lost my train of thought a bit. But look, this narcissist involved in your life, they pushed you away. They made you feel unwanted. They ghosted you. They made you feel not needed. They left you, abandoned you. They betrayed you. They broke your trust. They left you hurt, betrayed, stuck, broken. I'm trying to incorporate in your mind and thinking that by you adopting this approach of seeing that it's happened for your benefit, fundamentally 100%, right? This is when the narcissist realizes they may have lost you for good. Because all of what I've explained, I know I've gone on for a little while and I need to go on for a little bit longer. All of what I've explained is what you need to put into your everyday thinking. That's what you need to put into your everyday thinking before your blessings arrive, right? The reason why I'm telling you to do this is because they are watching you. They're going to notice a difference in the way you're behaving. Whether they're cyber stalking you, finding out from associates or flying monkeys what you're doing. They will notice a difference in you. And they will realize that they've lost you for good. Victims of narcissistic abuse do not adopt this approach. They don't sit there during the hurt and the pain and start thinking, no, this has happened for a benefit. They stay stuck. They stay stagnant. They stay broken. They stay upset. They stay hurt. Believe in the positive out there. Believe in the silver lining of the dark cloud. Believe it. Know it. See it. You know? You have to see that with your eyes, heart, mind, soul. That this has actually happened for the benefit of you and the well-being of you. You have to see it this way. There's no other way. If you stay stuck, if you stay broken, if you stay resenting, if you think life's not opening up for brighter days, it's what benefit is that going to do for you? It's not going to help you. It's them winning. It's them thinking that they haven't lost you for good. It's them thinking that you're patiently waiting on the shelf for their return. You know? And I don't mean that this means that you have to go out there and meet someone new to effectively enforce this method. No, you don't need to go out there and meet someone new to effectively enforce this method. What this is painting to them, because they are watching you, that's what I need to instill in you, that they are watching you from a distance. This is what they do. They 100% do this. They watch you from a distance to see you suffering. They're seeing you okay with the fact that you're separated from them. That crushes them. That crushes them. They're seeing you go out for a meal. I've heard of victims of narcissistic abuse going to the cinema by themselves, doing things by themselves, enjoying life by themselves, you know? All of this is going to incorporate self-love into you. Just you getting ready to go out, even if you go out dressed casually. Just you getting ready to go out and have a meal by yourself, or going to the cinema and having a day out, you know? A lot of empowerment comes from doing things by yourself. As much as you crave human connection, as much as you crave someone by your side, as much as you crave all of that, if you can incorporate, no, you're going to do things by yourself, for yourself, this has happened for a benefit, this is all going to make them frustrated, annoyed, because they're watching you do this, right? You could not have spoken in years. Yes, they do go onto your social media. They do watch what you're doing, even after years apart. Stop seeing this breakup that has occurred by you as the finale. It's you that has the final discard. It's you where the finale lays. It's all in you. When they've lost you for good is when the finale arises. That's what you need to know. They're not setting the rules now. They're not making the rules. They may have discarded you, reverse discarded you. They're not setting the rules. They never want to lose you. Do you know, like, they feel like there's a pact there. A pact. A non-physical pact. Connection. A string. A cord. Connecting you two. They feel that. They feel a pact there. You may not have spoken to them in such a long time. Or you may not have been aware that you've spoken to them in such a long time. But some of those dating profiles you spoke to, the weird ones, or some of those DMs you got on Instagram, it was them. It was them. They didn't let you know it was them. But it was them. It's highly likely they've already broken the no contact. And you just don't realize it. It's highly likely they've already broken the no contact. And you just don't realize it. So please, chosen one, empath, you are heading towards brighter days. You still may be upset. You still may be broken. You still may be down, right? But all I'm asking you to do, and I know I've reiterated this so many times, but is just see that this is for your benefit. This pain, this suffering, this hurt, it's a cleanse. It's cleansing your soul. It's removing them. This alone time you're going to spend together is going to remove them. It's going to get rid of them. Right? And guess what? You are going to head in a brighter direction. You are going to find someone who loves you for being you. You are going to, blossom in your field of work or your career or your business. Life's going to open up for brighter days. Don't look at life as life is bad because they're not in it. Look at life is good because they're not in it. I need to write that down. Look at life is good because they're not in it. Don't look at life is bad because they're not in it. Do you understand what I mean? I need to write that down. I'm going to reiterate it in another way. And put a poll out. Sorry about that. It's all freestyle here. Please, look at life is good because they're not in it. Don't look at life is bad because they're not in it. It's basically what I'm asking you to do. You need to do this day in and day out. They will feel they've lost you. They'll become desperate. They're going to hoover you. But if you have this mindset, I'm trying to prepare you for the hoover. I haven't told you that, but I'm trying to prepare you for the hoover because I know it's going to come at one point. And I need you to be strong enough, chosen one empath, to reject that hoover. I never want you to let them back into your life again. I never want you to. All right? That's the reason why I've angled the video in this way that I've done it. I need you to be loving life, celebrating life, celebrating their absence, celebrate the ending of the relationship with them. I need you to be celebrating it, joyful, happy, easing through your sad times. If a small part of you, when you're there, you know, you see it's a benefit, you're at 10%. You see 10%. Yeah, this is happening, it's a benefit. 10%, you're at 10%. Then you're at 20% and you see the benefit. Then you're at 30% and onwards and onwards and onwards. And then you get to 100%. And you 100% know that this is happening for your benefit. Don't wait for your business to blossom before you see it's a benefit. Don't wait for you to find someone new before you see it's a benefit. You know? Don't wait till you find your soulmate before you see it's a benefit that you lost them. Don't wait for your business to bloom and blossom or your career to bloom or blossom before you see it's a benefit. Don't wait for these things to occur in your life before you see it's a benefit. See the benefit before these things arrive. And then when these things arrive, it's just the icing on the cake. It's just the icing on the cake. Right? Because, for example, if you've got your discernment switched on, you're not going to be settling for narcissists. You're going to be navigating past narcissists. There'll be narcissists that want to get involved in your life, and there'll be narcissists that try and draw you out and stuff like that. And hopefully you can navigate past them. And if you can align with an empath, right, then that's just the icing on the cake. But just like how things go, you know, sometimes there's even with genuine people, there can be breakups that happen. So I don't want you to see that you're living a benefit just because another person is in your life. I need you to adopt this approach. Basically, I've adopted this approach for a long, long time. A very, very long time. I've trusted God's plan. I've trusted the universe's plan. I've trusted karma. I've seen that this is for my benefit. And I'm telling you, it works. When these little things come your way, the little things, the big things, and all the things in between come your way, it's just the icing on the cake. Because you've instilled in you that it's happened for your benefit. Please, I hope you understand this message. You might have to, I know I've been a bit choppy and changey, but I hope you've understood the message that I'm trying to share with you today. You don't need to be hurt anymore. You just don't. It's as simple as that. Right? It's as simple as that. And if you'd like to know more about the narcissist is a dusty weirdo, click this video here. So anyway, I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.